You're watching the NASCAR Amino Network.
Live from the NASCAR Amino Network, we're bringing you a very special presentation of the Miller Lite NASCAR Cup Series here for the regular season finale at Talladega Superspeedway. Pre-race coverage of the MLNCS here is brought to you by Amino Kart. Eight teams, 4 divisions. Who is going to win the Amino Kart Championship? We're here at Tallladega Superspeedway, one of the most famous circuits in all of NASCAR. Commissioned in 1969 by Bill France Sr., this track has seen a lot of crazy moments and is known for being the largest oval in NASCAR. Legends have made their name here, from Dale Earnhardt winning 10 races, to Dale Jr. winning 4 in a row, and many others. It's pretty clear that the drivers that win here are among the greatest in the sport. And greatness it does take. This 2.66 mile super speedway, full of crazy action, 4-wide racing, a lot of close finishes for the win. The closest finish in NASCAR history took place right here at Talladega. Late race slingshots are very well known to be here, and you're going to have to make your move as late as possible to win. But be careful about making your move. The big one is an ever-present threat here at Talladega. Who's going to make it through the big one? Who is going to survive the carnage? Who is going to make the right moves at the right time? We're going to take a look here at your standings coming into the race. Carter Jones right above, Roberto Crown right below. These two need to get into that top 10 in points to make it. Will they make it? Will someone else knock them out? Only one way to find out. We'll be back right after this. I forgot to add it.
Oh shit.
I don't care. That was...
Would you let fear consume you? Or would you overcome
We're live here with Jameson O'Monkey and Jim. Guys,
How's it going?
regular season finale. Are y'all ready for this?
Very.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Kylee Greider is our pole sitter right there with Anthony Sasso on the front row. Who are you looking for as major players in today's race?
I gotta go with, you gotta think the guys near the cutoff battle are the ones that are gonna have the most pressure, but also shine the most. So I'm looking at that 62 Carter Jones to shine today.
Yeah, me especially. I'm looking at guys that are going to be veteran talents, making sure that they can stay up front. And I'm looking at a guy maybe like Kyler Scott. He has what it takes.
Cars are now rolling. We're going to take a look at the starting lineup for the regular season finale at Tallladega. Go to pit road for some late-breaking stories.
For Kylee Greider on pole, this is a stress-free day, as she is locked into the MLNCS playoffs for the second consecutive season. She has yet to earn any bonus points for the playoffs, however that is likely to change today.
Carter Jones is not so careful. The story is much the same in the Roberto Crown camp. The 21 team is backed against a wall. They view this race as a must control and must get as many stage points as possible. Expect the 21 to be making moves up front all day.
Seth Peters spent much of the season thinking he was a lock for the playoffs, but now finds himself on the outside looking in with 1 race to go and 17 points to make up on Patrick Roden. Seth Peters told me, "I honestly see today as a must win." The 78 will look to be there at the end of this race.
And lastly, we're talking about Justin Ricci, the regular season champion who has struggled lately with 3 straight finishes outside the top 15. Ricci would likely want to build some momentum heading into this first round in the playoffs, so expect the 12 to be aggressive and go for a record-tying 5th win this season.
Pace car, off, Greider, Sasso, Scott, O'Connor, the first 2 rows. Green flag is in the air, and we are underway at Tallladega.
And away we go. Looking pretty good side by side here going into turn 1. This track is all about draft, all about that drag reduction, seeing what you can get out of these cars.
Yeah, and especially it's going to depend on a lot of horsepower, especially for the cars up front when it comes to leading the pack. Sasso really didn't fire off very well in turn 2, but Greider able to pull ahead of him. Now she's going to hold on to the lead barely, as now they're going to go side by side with Kyler Scott.
Kyler Scott getting a run there on the inside. We'll see if he can take that spot.
With the help of Justin Newman, Kyler Scott surges to the lead. Can Newman take the spot and lead the first lap of this race? 3
Scott
wide
goes high,
behind
so
him,
does
starting
Stern.
to the middle. And off the trial, Kyler Scott is going to lead the first lap.
Oof,
think
not
that was
by a
Newman.
lot. It could have been close, but it did look like just. It was
it
Justin
was
Newman.
Justin.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Getting a great run there on the inside.
Oh my goodness, here comes Carter Jones to the inside now, side by side with Justin Ricci there for second. Caleb Marinelli trying to follow. James Omaki coming in the lane as well, but here goes Carter Jones to the inside of Justin Newman trying to take the lead.
Justin Newman can't block, so he get hung up out here.
Here in the crowd, they got just a little bit louder. Carter Jones to the race lead at Talladega.
I mean, I picked him in pre-race to do well, so I mean, I guess this, I don't know how Carter seems to do somewhat well under pressure right now, and I think right now having the lead early is definitely a position he wants to be in, and it's probably going to give him a lot of a big boost in momentum later in the race.
Absolutely, just being able to show that you can go up front and lead with these guys. We'll see what they do here as 3 cars move up high now. That's Jones, Omaki, and JD Bregler.
Bregler dips out from behind Omaki, so now that's 2 Hose Mad cars lined up nose to tail. The fast Fireball Motorsports Chevy of Dylan Jones behind him.
You know, I'm taking a lot of notice, especially to the cars that started up front. They are way in the back now. A lot of the drivers who started in the back made the way up front. That inside lane definitely seems to be the most preferred right now, but a lot of drivers using that right now to their advantage, like Dylan Jones, who's surging his way to second place.
Yeah, absolutely. I think early on in this race, you're going to see a lot of escalator motion here. People going up top, falling back, down the bottom, moving forward.
That is now Marco Suarez to the inside of Dylan Jones in the 29. Carter coming in 17 points above the cut line. Running like this, not even going to have to worry about a cut line at all.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
How many?
Yeah.
You can hear Marco Suarez tries to look high. Carter Jones throws a block, jumping back down to the inside. Ethan Farley's coming in.
Carter is controlling the lanes right now. No
Doing
one
an
really
extra
able to
job.
challenge him. Farley got right there,
Ooh.
but not quite able to get underneath him.
That's something that you're really going to have to do, especially at this racetrack. I mean, some drivers will think it's a little early to do a lot of blocking, but if you really want to make sure you stay out of that mess in the middle of the field, definitely stay up front as long as possible, as Ethan Farley's trying not to waste no time, or the inside, but not going to be able to get to the inside of Carter.
Carter Jones setting the pace early. He's not going to let anybody get around him without a fight. Absolutely. That's just the kind of tempo you want to set here, making sure that everybody stays behind you.
Brandon Allen to the inside now for second place. Keep an eye on him. He's a former winner at Talladega. Not quite locked in yet, but it's going to take a lot to knock this 07 out.
Yeah, I'm sure Brandon Allen's definitely a very talented race car driver, and moving it up to second place continues to keep this good run going as there's a point on the side. Carter looking pretty good right now, fairly close towards the middle of the pack right now, so anything can happen, but it's still really early.
One person started really far back already up here. Seth Peters there on the inside.
Seth Peters needs to either win this race or get ahead of Patrick Roden in points to make the playoffs. He was knocked out of the playoffs by Paul Donlan winning last week at Bossport, and now he's got to get ahead of the 8 to resecure his spot in the Season 2 championship.
Yeah, they're running really aggressive right now. 3 wide now behind. We saw a lot of that, especially at the start of the race, but now the cars are starting to single file out, but right back there around the mid-teens area, they're really going 3 wide a lot here now, so a lot of drivers being aggressive early trying to get their way to the front.
Absolutely. Looking through the field here, we've got a bunch of fast cars coming in now. A lot of cars close to the cut line. A guy like Logan Speed up here, he just needs to be top 30 in points.
Urenda to the inside. Allen with the block. He's going to go to the inside of the 62. Brandon Allen is going to take the lead here on lap 8.
Definitely a good bit of momentum. That's going to be tough, especially for Carter Jones. Just hung out on the outside. Absolutely nobody up there. Closest is that 28 car, but that's going to really, really hurt the 62. As now Brandon's going to get shuffled to the outside. That's going to continue to also hurt his momentum.
Absolutely, I believe that.
Urenda to the race lead. Urenda's had a pretty rough streak of races lately. This could be the turnaround the 04 is looking for. Now Lucy Fife to the inside. Kyler Scott the pusher.
Lucy Fife hasn't made many starts. I believe only 1 start, but it's still been pretty impressive with her speed so far.
Led a ton of laps at the Richmond Dirt Race. Kyler Scott behind her. 5-time winner in his career in the MLNCS. Now 3 wide for second.
Yeah, that's a lot of big moves now, especially 3 wide in the middle and basically for second place right now. Now a lot of drivers you could see trying to get to the front early here. A lot of drivers also getting shuffled. Those who still start up front are way in the back now, but a lot of them starting to make their way back up front as Lucy Fife is continuing to block, trying to hold command in this race.
Carter Jones almost made it 4 wide coming off of 4. That's not what you want here.
Dontavius Young for the race lead. Haven't said that in a while.
Yeah, been a long time since we've seen him running up front, but he's been a pretty solid driver overall.
And you know, that's something about Talladega. You have a lot of those drivers who aren't competing for the wins regularly up front, being able to have their chance to shine and lead some laps, have a chance at winning, as it's looking good for Dontavius Young. And the 44, Tree Slasher Jr. also running really well here in the top 5.
Yeah, you see a lot of guys up here that don't usually run pretty good. You see Carter's up here, Brandon Allen, always a threat, makes the playoffs every year. And then you've also got guys like Dontavius Young, Tree Slasher Jr., Sidney Allen's up here. These guys don't normally run up front, so this is their big chance to make something happen for this season.
Absolutely. 3 wide here, multiple rows back. We're going to see who moves here.
See that? I just that's something to notice, especially about the points. Every single lap, good chance the points will look different every single time with the amount of 3 wide racing that they're looking at right now. Anything could happen. Points change drastically.
Roberto Crown not having a good start to this race. Came in 4 points below the cut line. He's been double digits back the entire race. You see him there, 8th on the inside.
Yeah, he still has a lot of time to make that ground up. Stage breaks here are 30, 30, and 34, if I am correct. I believe I am.
Stage 1 ends in 19 laps. Now Trevor Davidson on Nate Wines for the race lead.
Davidson been surprisingly fast all season long. Definitely not a name that I would think of being a championship contender, but he might be right up there with them.
And that's an interesting driver that had a little bit of controversy this week. They were at chances looking to lose their playoff waiver just based off decision, and then all of a sudden they got it back. So now they're in contention. As you saw, they're the the most recent Talladega winner. So that continues to add a big boost to confidence.
Yeah, I think that whole saga might have lit a fire under this team. They were told, hey, you're not playoff worthy, and now they're coming here to say, oh, hell yeah, we are.
Bunch of movers right now. Nate Wines jumping all the way down to the bottom, trying to keep that momentum going down there on the inside. Maybe we'll see these outside lines rubber up and see if we can get anybody going.
Right now, Nate Wines with a pretty comfortable lead. Paul Donlan in second, now 3 wide up top with Sasso on the bottom.
Absolutely. A comfortable lead is not something you want here because you're going to see all these guys eat him up fast. We'll see who can take the lead.
You can see Sasso with Jared Holmes right behind. I just want to point out how interesting. Remember, Sasso started on the front row earlier. Now he was way in the back, outside the top 20 at one point. And just like that, he's back inside the top 5 looking at the lead. As Nate Wines still holding a steady lead. He doesn't have that comfortable lead anymore, but he's going to want to keep holding this position, probably single file.
And getting up in this front battle for the first time, Roberto Crown Jr. side by side with Davidson for 4th place. This is more like what he needs to do. Didn't start the race off great, but now he's getting in the position he needs to be in.
Jared Holmes. I think they're almost 4 wide back there. A lot of these drivers are going insane right now. It looks like they settled out. Well, not even really settled out. They're still 3 wide. They're just about as crazy as Roberto. He jumps to the middle here. Not much help there in the middle there. So it'll be interesting to see if he can keep the momentum. A lot of drivers trying to move to the middle, and they almost look like they're going to go 4 wide.
Yeah, 4 wide is definitely not the move here, but eventually we are going to see it, Cut-off battle right now. Drivers need to make a move. The track is definitely not if there's going to be a big one, it's when.
Nate Wines continues to lead. Roberto Crown's going to go for second.
He has no help down there for a minute. I don't think he's going to get there quite in time.
Yeah, he's got Tanor Campos a little bit of a gap behind, not close enough. 2 drivers. I don't know how much they want to work together, but Roberto's definitely a driver who needs these points. He's going to jump to the bottom once again here. Still not really any help. Tanor jumps way up top. Closest help now is Caleb Marinelli, but he's about a car length back. So Roberto's going to struggle here to hold on to 3rd place side by side with Tanor, but it looks like he's going to hold the position.
Double file up front.
Looking at this inside, you see a lot of big names, people that can win a championship, possibly. Roberto Crown Jr. definitely one of those guys that's been surprisingly fast all year. May not be the guy that you think of, but it has been really fast. You see guys like Carter Jones, Trevor Davidson, also amazingly fast so far this season.
There's a move that I'm really intrigued to see how that's going to work right now. Roberto Crown Jr. decided to stay up top and stay with Nate Wines. Meanwhile, Jared Holmes went to the bottom, trying to make a move at the lead. But with that, worked. Roberto's going to surge to second. Really impressive. Smart move there by the 21.
Awesome move by the 21. Looking at
up front. We'll be back right after this brief commercial break.
Hi, Phil Swift here with the power of Flex Seal. Use this bad boy right here, spray it on anyone's mouth and make them shut up forever. Here's how it works. You take off the cap, to this bad freaking... And then you gotta... Whang! Watch this! Aw, rats.
Hey you, are you ready to get high off Christmas spirit? The ultimate Christmas miracle has arrived. Caden Johns sings the Classic 6, the Christmas Classics. You may know Caden Johns as a wannabe Santa Claus who harasses random people with Lifesavers Christmas storybooks during the holidays.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!
Wait. Enjoy. But did you know that Caden Johns' professional singing can turn around the entirety of 2020 and get anyone into the Christmas spirit? Did someone say Christmas? Walking around the Christmas tree at the Christmas party of... Oh, yeah! Alright, here we go. Grandma got run over by a reindeer. Oh yeah, walking home from our house on Christmas Eve. Silent night, holy night. Always, all I want for Christmas is you. This sacred album can be in your possession with one simple call to 1-800-RIP-EARS. RIP ears. 1-800-RIP-EARS. This ear sucks, okay? Just get...
You're watching the NASCAR Amino Network.
Welcome back live. We've had a bunch of lead changes since we went to break. Now it's Lindsay Dietz out front. Marco Suarez challenging. Urenda going to the bottom, 3 wide for the lead.
Oh boy, things have heated up here at the front. Lots of different names up front. 3 wide as they go for the lead. Big G looking to take the lead, but Lindsay holding strong up top, going to shuffle down to the middle.
Ooh, watch out, maybe 4 wide here.
Tyler Chang, the push to Giancarlo Urenda. Now Lucy Fife gets underneath him. Farley, the
All he's
pusher
going to
there.
take is one bad push.
Three by 3 by 3 by 3, 5 rows deep.
Oh, Big G can't block in time. Here comes Fife in the bottom with Ethan Farley and Alan Mooch behind him.
The Cyrus Storm teammates working together. Is Farley going to make a move? Yes,
He does.
is.
Here he goes, 3 wide for the lead here, looking to go make a move on the inside. He's got a tiny bit of a gap between he and Alan Mooch right now. Not as connected. It's connected up top with the 04 and the 28, but the 23 surging ahead on the bottom. Shorter way around the racetrack. It looks like he's going to take the lead.
Absolutely great run for these Cyberstorm cars. They've been actually surprisingly decent with their finishes so far. Definitely good team building.
Farley goes up to block Lucy Fife, and now Alan Mooch is going to take advantage. Farley ends up going way up top. JD Bregler has to check up, not able to stay with the 26, and now it's a crossover move.
Oh, that was a nice looking move. That was a nice looking move by Lucy there to go make a move for the lead as Alan jumped right to the top. Lucy went right back to the bottom as now Marco Suarez trying to find a gap in the middle.
Do you
he's
guys see
looking
that
for it.
wild lane changing in the back?
Yeah, I was about to comment on that too. They're scrambling back there for position.
Bregler to the bottom. He's got the help of Kylee Greider, the pole sitter. Lucy Fife leads the lap, but JD Bregler is going to make the move into turn 1, and now 3 wide for the lead.
Oh boy, 3 wide everywhere right now. Nobody's calm right now. Everybody wanting every single position possible. I bet you these guys back here, these few stragglers, I'm sure they're the ones that sense a wreck is coming.
Absolutely. I think they're saying, get me out of here.
Yeah, they've definitely backed out of it. Colin Dover's been in the back the whole race. He's the main purveyor of this sort of wait for the big one strategy. James Omaki, who needs as many points as possible to try to make the playoffs, also back here, waiting for the wreck to happen.
You know, what do you think if you're like James Omaki on the bottom? He's the last car on the inside lane, and they are 3 wide every single row. You just see 3 wide over 30 positions directly in front of you. Do you think that's got to be a terrifying sight, wouldn't it be?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. There's one person getting loose, and it's all over for everybody in front of you. And it's hard to imagine when it's going to happen, how you're going to react.
Dover now gets in the scrum. You're gonna have to at this point. 6 laps to go in stage 1.
Hate that 5 when we get to the line.
Yeah, everybody, especially now 3 wide, are going to continue to try to move forward, especially trying to get some of these important stage points. But 3 wide every single lane, it's going to be difficult to move forward.
It looks like they almost went 4 wide there up front.
This is what Tanor Campos is seeing right now. Cars everywhere.
Oh, I bet it feels like being in a fucking prison cell. Excuse my language.
I'd be terrified, honestly.
Tanor Campos
Looking at that bubble battle, Carter Jones is currently out.
And Roberto Crown is in.
See, just like that, one lap can change all those points. All those points could just flip upside down.
What's it like driving in the middle of this chaos?
I'd say if you're especially like Tanor Campos right now, just hold your wheel as steady as possible right now and just hope and pray that nobody around you does anything bad.
There's that battle for the last wildcard spot you'll see on the left side of your screen. Seth Peters and Patrick Roden both trying to beat each other in points to make that last wildcard.
Right now, Peters has it over Roden.
Oh, look out, maybe
Greider. Oh, Tanor Campos.
In.
He gave Kylee a break there. I bet you he knew if they go 4 wide, that's probably the end of his race.
This is an absolute mess. Cars lane changing all over the place. Brandon Allen and Anthony Sasso separated by less than 1/100th of a second at the line.
This absolutely would be like driving in New York City.
Damn.
Anthony Sasso jumps down to the bottom there up front, getting pushed from Jared Holmes now.
I mean, we're coming to the line here for just 2 laps to go in the stage here. There's a lot more spread out right now. Still not the greatest look, but now a lot of the drivers are... wrecking! Oh, my...
Who was all in that? Colin Dover, Justin Ricci, Zach Stern.
Ricci, the regular season champion. The 83 of Zach Stern is in it.
KR's in it. Raven Dagan, I believe that is, in the Rocket League car.
Wow.
KR.
That should end the stage, right?
That will likely end the stage unless it's a 1-lap caution.
Looks like Jared Holmes would win the stage.
Big damage to Ricci.
Field now trying to get sorted out here. Jared Holmes is the leader, but I believe they are also going to open pit road this time by.
This will be interesting. We'll see if anybody's willing to give up stage points for a new set of tires, more fuel, but I don't really see it, honestly. Tires at this racetrack can't really say are the most important thing.
Yeah, but a fuel run is only about 33 to 35 laps, so...
I think we could see most of the field pit in here trying to make that fuel run matter as much as it can.
You pit here, you can make stage 2. You don't, you can't. So...
I mean, you could stay out, get stage points, hope there's an early caution, but I doubt that's going to happen based on how this race has gone so far.
Again, that's going to just ultimately decide for drivers, would you rather go for the end of the race strategy or go for stage points now. It looks like Jared's going to go for the end of the race strategy.
Jared Holmes surrendering points. Anthony Sasso does as well, the 22. I believe that's Gary Russell in that car.
Most everyone so far is coming in.
Where's the rest of the field at?
There's
Oh, there
Roberto. Now they're starting to come.
they are. Okay.
Oh, we got one staying out.
Oh,
That was Dylan Jones.
interesting.
He's going for that cutoff battle, trying to get those stage points. 10 stage points, that helps immensely.
You know what?
Yeah, but
Dylan is locked in either way. I think what he's going for here is the playoff point. We're going to take a look at what happened.
Ooh.
Ooh, down there at the bottom, I couldn't hardly tell.
Oh my goodness.
Mm.
Raven upside down? Goodness.
I think Raven came down late block on KR, and that just got him all sideways.
From the helicopter camera.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's just considered a block or just Raven didn't know there was a car underneath him. Not really sure there.
I know what to call it. 4 wide action.
Yeah, I guess so. Oh my goodness, Colin Dover just delivering like the big hits right there to Ricci and Raven Dagan.
Both of them get airborne.
Raven Dagan goes for a couple of flips. That's going to end his day.
My goodness. I find that interesting that the big wreck so far to start off the race happened at the back of the field. And even Colin Dover, the guy who has been back there trying to avoid the wrecks, that just shows that you ain't safe anywhere.
Absolutely. Yeah, just trying to come down and just doesn't realize there's a car underneath him. I'm not sure if that's a spotter issue or a driver issue, but I guess we'll find out. Zachary's turn on getting jumped. That's a shame.
That's big for that team because they're involved in the Owners' Championship fight as we look from Colin Dover. The 83 is currently 30 points up on the 8, but with that crash, that throws their playoff hopes into question. Rodin just has to have a good day now to beat them.
Well, that's definitely not confirmed. Rodin could just be in something like just right here.
Well, you know what they say. Cautions breed cautions.
There you go.
From Tyler King. Whoa, that was close.
Oh, yeah, just nobody has any time to react to it. Everybody's in scramble mode.
Tyler basically was probably sitting there. He probably heard the wreck happen. He was just praying nobody would come up into him.
Just put the foot to the floor and hope for the
we're back live. Dylan Jones has officially won stage 1, so this is the final finishing order for stage 1s. It's Dylan Jones, Anthony Sasso, Brandon Allen, Jared Holmes, Brian Leon, Gary Russell, Caden Bishop, Carter Jones, Paul Donlan, and Nate Wines. Big deal here, Roberto Crown, no stage points.
I don't know, especially at a track like this. That can either really, really help him, depending on what the other drivers do around him, or really going to bite him, which it's looking like that's what might happen.
Field getting ready to bunch up for this restart. all 5 cars that were involved in that wreck have retired. All the remaining cars are on the lead lap.
Well, time for some chaos, boys.
Oh boy, here we go.
Pace car is off. Jones, Sasso, Allen, Holmes, Leon, the top 5. They snake their way through the long tri-oval, and the green flag is back out, and we're back underway at Tallladega.
And you know, if you think about it, the worst thing is they were crazy in that first stage. I expect them to get even more crazy coming up here. I didn't think that could be possible, but it's gotta happen.
They've all got to force themselves back through wide the way they were before. Not everybody's gonna fit. It's like a jigsaw puzzle.
Good restart so far for Jones, but the Dodgers leave him out to dry.
Anthony Sasso looking for the lead again. Been showing a lot of promise so far in this first season, the runs he's made.
Definitely running well. Great to have a veteran driver like Brandon Allen helping behind. Here comes Jared Holmes, and that inside right now looking really strong, but Dylan Jones, without pitting there, got him good stage points, but right now it doesn't look like he's going to help him right now. That's here goes Allen for the lead.
Dylan Jones is going to have to pit here for fuel soon, isn't he?
He is. Fuel window is only up to 35 laps, so might have saved a little under caution, but he's going to have to pit here soon.
He's going to have to get to the bottom here. Being up on that high side, he can't really cut down to go into the pits, can he?
I believe he just got to... No, he's still up there in the top.
Nope.
Brandon Allen.
He's got 2 cars underneath him.
That's gonna be difficult. He's got like no room to get down to the bottom at all. That's gonna be interesting.
Now Sasso for the lead. After him.
No help though. Oh, never mind. Yeah, here goes Nate Wine. He leaves Gary Russell out to dry. Here goes Sasso. Allen's gonna lead the lap, but bottom lane all together looking really strong. Only 2 cars on the outside.
Oh yeah, here they come. Anthony Sasso, Nate Wines, Trevor Davidson, Sidney Allen, Carter Jones, if I could talk. Seth Peters behind them. More scrambling back there at the back. A lot of people moving around.
3 wide still, basically almost every lane it feels like. Gary Russell, that inside lane, nobody. Trevor Davidson, nobody in that middle as now Russell moves to the top. There's Roberto making his way back up to the front right now, doing his best, but not really much help in that middle lane.
Sasso right here is about to lead his first career MLNCS lap, and there it is.
Good for him.
Definitely a big achievement at a track here like Talladega, where even if you get the lead, it's not guaranteed you'll maintain it for more than 30 seconds.
Points as they run right now. Roberto's in, as is Carter. Remember, in this scenario, both Peters and Roden are out, so they are both watching that cut line closely.
Absolutely. See James Omaki leading the bottom here behind Anthony Sasso.
Kyler Scott coming into the mix right now. Top 3 are basically clear the outside. They're all going to jump to the outside, except Kyler Scott stays at the bottom here. He's going to go for second place. Here comes Dontavius Young as well.
This
Another
is a
lap
fun
left
top
for
5
Anthony.
right here. Sasso, Omaki, Scott, Fife. Throw Peters.
Absolutely. Bunch of really big names. A lot of charismatic names in the locker room. In the garage. Listen, man, I commentate basketball.
I was to say, wrong sport.
I commentate basketball, man. Calm down.
Stick to your stick and ball sports. This is racing.
Well, technically, there still is a stick and ball on the shifter.
Point.
Very well.
In that bottom lane, there's quite a two veterans right now leading that bottom lane. Justin Newman, Tanor Campos. Newman jumps to the outside, as now Tanor Campos is going to be the leader of the bottom. As there's Dylan Jones coming off the pit road.
I believe he had a long stop. I think he ran out of fuel at some point, and then then had a tough time just getting back to pit road. So long stop.
Well, at least he got there.
Jones.
At least he got there. He's not out of it yet.
He's only one lap down.
Yeah, that's fine. Still plenty of racing to go. Not even halfway yet. Still have plenty of time to make that up. So, yeah, just not going to be in the pack right now. Now he's just got to worry about not losing another lap right now. I mean, this pack is fast. He's not as quick just by himself, but with the way the pack's racing right now, I think another caution could be coming, but we'll see.
Great view from the grandstands here, seeing what the fans can see.
Justin Newman comes in 19th in points. He's been up front a lot today. If he were to win, it would probably knock out both Seth Peters and Patrick Roden.
Definitely a lot of big names there still in wild card positions if they could win today. They've pushed both of them out of the playoffs to be really, really competitive, I feel like.
Outside lane, not much right now. Justin Newman, Brandon Allen really losing a lot of ground as inside lane starting to pick up a couple names that we haven't mentioned yet today, making their way up front. Caleb Marinelli, Evan Taddy, Patrick Roden. They're finally making their way up front right now. Definitely want to stay up front right now and not get out of that mess in the back.
I've got my eyes on a guy here in the middle, Benjamin Deloney. Definitely had a down year compared to last year, but we'll see what he can do here today.
Deloney trying to move through the middle. Middle is not generally liked. That is the sucker hole. And that's where Treese last year gets put by Caleb Marinelli.
Yes, and for those of you that don't know, that sucker hole happens from these cars dumping air off that spoiler. Both of them dumping to the inside. It's going to push you way back, putting air on you.
And, I'm even noticing, speaking of that, I'm seeing a lot of cars starting to side draft a little bit, because if you can get to that rear quarter panel and really pull away right as you get to that panel, it'll slow that car down on the inside. And that's definitely a key move, especially at a racetrack like this with a lot of drafting. It's definitely going to be needed, especially for cars on the outside, as Patrick Roden and Kylee Greider make their way into the podium.
Roden really could use this lap lead. It would be a bonus point in his battle against Seth Peters.
Here he goes. No help for Sasso up top. This is great for Roden right now. He's got a lot of help with Kylee Greider and Giancarlo Urenda. No help up top for Sasso. So as long as he can hold it right here.
There in the butt.
Oh, he's getting a little squirrely. He can't hold the bottom down.
Looks like he might do it. Let's see what Kylie does. Kylie's going to jump to the bottom. I don't think she will. She does. Roden throws the block. Roden's going to lead this lap.
That's big. That's a bonus point.
Every point matters. Never know what one singular point could do for you. It could really, really help you.
Patrick Roden, Kylee Greider, Ethan Farley, Benjamin Deloney, Ethan O'Connor rounding out the top 5 down here on the bottom.
Oh, there they go. They're going to shuffle out Patrick Roden to the top. Kylee Greider now going for the lead. Not much help for Roden up top. Sasso's the closest, but he's about 4 car lengths back or so. Not going to be much help right now. It's Giancarlo Urenda now to the middle. And Kylee Greider to the lead with Ethan Farley in second.
Farley and Deloney. Ooh. Deloney goes back up to the top with the 09. Farley leads the lap.
Something I also want to point out in this race right now with how competitive it is right now, I'm trying to pick what cars I think are the best cars today, and I really can't pick a singular car right now. We saw a driver like Carter Jones lead a lot earlier than other drivers have led late, like Anthony Sasso, but it's a lot of variety right now. It's hard to pick one driver to pick to win this race, but right now I think with the way they're racing, absolutely anyone could win right now.
Me personally, I'm looking instead of at a car, I'm looking at a team in general, and I think in total, I think Cyberstorm has definitely been one of the teams to beat today.
Their driver Farley is out front. Suarez and Bregler side by side behind him for second. There's Logan Speed. If he wins, he also knocks out a wild card.
He already has a race win, but has fallen outside the top 30. Needs to get a win here if he wants to make it.
Yeah, he's definitely going to need it. There's still a lot of racing to go, but now he's going to jump to the inside of JD Bregler, but not much help down there as close as Nate Wines. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to. He's going to barely try to sneak to the inside of JD, but unable to get there.
Former champion throws a block.
Former champion and defending winner of this race.
Oh, Quinn trying to block Ethan Farley. I thought he was about to put the 23 in the wall there.
I believe that's Marco Suarez in that 29. Quinn is still suspended.
Oh, yeah, my bad.
Man. There's Speed. He's going for the lead.
He's going to get it. Another name we haven't seen so much today, Paul Donlan up there in fourth.
Last week's winner, Paul Donlan.
Whoa, 4 wide.
Oh, my.
A lot of scary moments so far. What will we see when we come back?
What am I doing with my life? How is moving toy cars going to lead me to a successful future? Is this my purpose on the earth? Is this my purpose, world? Talk to me, world! Is this my purpose? Hey, y'all. It's Cader Johns. And occasionally, when I need to feel at peace with this world, I do just one thing. And that is, crack open an ice-cold peace tea. Man, I'm feeling at peace with the world already.
Oh!
Oh, car stopped.
What?
Davidson.
Oh, no.
Stopped on the apron. The caution comes out.
Well, that's not good at all.
I'm not sure what it'd be. I think it'd be out of fuel.
Where's the rest of the pack? Is very separated right now.
Yeah, it happened.
Davidson.
Oh.
Davidson slowed down. He lost, I don't know what happened. He lost some sort of power from the middle of the field. Came to a stop, and the caution is now out, with Paul Donlan the leader.
Well, we just saw him right there. That really benefits Dylan Jones right now. Gets back into the pack.
There's no smoke, so the engine didn't go. Could it be something electrical, maybe? See everybody file through. You got Paul Donlan, Logan Speed, James O'Maki. That's Caden Bishop, Ethan Farley, Nate Wines, Marco Suarez, Carter Jones, JD Bregler, and Tyler King rounding out your top 10.
Waiting on word for what the Davidson issue was.
If I had to guess, I think it'd be electrical. Maybe the power box quit.
Hopefully we get a replay here to see what happens soon.
See if anyone comes down to pit here. I don't think it would make sense. But Paul Donlan's going to do it.
I don't know. Everybody's bringing it in.
Looks like a lot of drivers are going to bring it in here.
Looks like maybe at least top 10.
Maybe try to split this last stage into one pit stop.
Sydney Allen stays out.
It looks like the only one to stay out. Yeah, there's Dylan.
Dylan Jones going to go get his lap back.
Oh, contact there.
Oh, big damage.
What
they're stuck side by side. Logan Speed, Alan Mooch.
What the?
Paul Donlan
what happened over there?
The 15, and he's going to win the race off pit road.
James O'Maki comes off in second. Bad timing for Logan. Got him stuck back there, seems like.
I'm curious of the strategy to 70 Sydney Allen. I'm just curious what they're trying to pull. I guess they're trying to do the same thing Dylan Jones tried to do earlier, but didn't work.
Well, the difference here being Dylan Jones didn't have.
What am I doing with my life? How is moving toy cars going to lead me to a successful future? Is this my purpose on the earth? Is this my purpose, world? Talk to me, world! Is this my purpose? Hey, y'all. It's Cader Johns. And occasionally, when I need to feel at peace with this world, I do just one thing. And that is, crack open an ice-cold peace tea. Man, I'm feeling at peace with the world already. Woo! So what are y'all waiting for? Drink peace tea to... Oh!
You're watching the NASCAR Amino Network.
Welcome back. This is all the stuff that happened on pit road. We saw Logan Speed and Alan Mooch, but that was far from the only incident.
Let's see. So much on pit road. Everybody doing so much at once.
You saw Alan Mooch there. There's another one.
Oh,
Dante
big hit for Dante
and
Wiesner.
Justin Newman and Brian Leon get into it.
What the? Whoa, okay.
Whoa, Brian Leon did the Cupid shuffle over there, getting in the pit stall.
Gravity moment.
Laws of physics be damned.
Here's Logan Speed. Logan Speed had a fuel-only stop trying to get in, but the problem is that comes out into traffic.
Ooh. Yep, that'll do it.
Damage. Almost crunched to get the wall. Alan Mooch with damage as well.
Big-time damage to both Alan Mooch and Logan Speed. That's a huge player removed from this championship. Now Caleb Marinelli coming out of his stall. Oof, Dontavius.
Ooh. Ugh. Hate to see it.
Now Justin Newman. Watch the two in front of him.
Yeah. Right there. Oh, nothing really, I guess you could do. Just that happened so quickly.
Slams on the brakes and just turns.
Massive damage to Justin Newman. So here's the bubble battle as they run. Evan Taddy and Roberto Crown are tied for the final spot.
Evan Taddy would win that tiebreaker, would he not?
He would win the tiebreaker with his 2 wins. Tyler Scott only 8 back. Paul Donlan only 12 up from second. Sidney Allen, the leader. Then Donlan, James O'Maki, Caden Bishop, Nate Wines, top 5. Ethan Farley, Marco Suarez, Carter Jones, Tyler King, and Benjamin Deloney are the top 10.
I'll be curious to see what Sydney's going to do here because the stage will be over here in about 10 laps now. So I believe just one more pit stop from everybody should get them to the end of the race.
Surprised to see Trevor Davidson back out on track, so whatever issue they have, they may have corrected it.
Pace car is off. Allen leads him around. This is going to be a popular restart. Sidney Allen the leader as we take the green flag.
It'll be also interesting to see what kind of effect of the lap cars on the inside Dylan Jones, Trevor Davidson are going to do and how much they're going to be racing with these guys.
Definitely going to be there. Brandon Allen jumps to the inside, going to try and get a push from them. We'll see if the outside has anything for him.
They're up to speed.
Doesn't appear like it. Dylan Jones moves up high. You've got 2 lap cars in the way now. A lot of shuffling there in the back.
You got to imagine these guys are going to be, again, very aggressive now because there's only about 9.5 laps left in this stage right now. So everybody's going to be trying to race themselves up front, get as many stage points as they can. Because after this, it'll just be up to who will be the best driver to win the race. No more stage points after this.
Nate Wines now underneath the lap car of Davidson. Now going to go for Sidney.
He's got help from Ethan Farley right behind. He's got good momentum on the bottom. Not much momentum from Sidney Allen up top right now, but it's going to allow Nate Wines to clear for the lead and Ethan Farley clear for second.
Now Suarez on the bottom. Looks like we're splitting into 2 packs here. A second pack has formed behind the 26 of Alan Mooch.
3 wide for second. Here comes King for the second spot right now. Marco Suarez, not much momentum in the middle lane. The 28's going to clear for second place with Benjamin Deloney following right behind for third.
Ooh!
Ooh!
That got close.
Well, this racing, it's amazing to watch. I've been starstruck here for a couple laps, just unable to really come up with anything to describe it.
Tyler King has 2 very well-known runner-ups this season, both on road courses, both on late race passes for the lead. Tyler King definitely wants to turn that around as he leads here at Talladega.
And then plenty other drivers behind also trying to get some good finishes, including Benjamin Deloney, Gary Russell now peeking to the inside, and of course Anthony Sasso, who looked really, really strong earlier as well. Jared Holmes on the bottom as well.
Jared Holmes, when he shows up, man, he shows up, and he is showing up right now. I believe he's currently got the most laps led in this race, and he's running 3rd right now.
You know, I've talked to Jared Holmes a lot. You know, he's a pretty fun guy to be around in general, but I think one thing's for certain, he does not care about winning this race. He is here to have fun, I suppose. I don't even know why he's here.
Jared Holmes has 1 win in his career, Circuit of the Americas last season.
I'm pretty sure what you were trying to say is Jared Holmes is just here to spoil the fun and do everything he wants to do.
It is, in fact, the case. See Dylan Jones on the inside here, still trying to get his lap back.
Oh, we got a car. What's going on?
Oh, Roberto.
He's overheated. Same as Davidson. They both overheated, and this is going to be huge for the championship.
Roberto's going to be stopped on the apron. This is huge.
Oh, my. Wow. That
Playoff
changes
hopes.
everything.
Playoff hopes up in smoke here.
That is going to be huge. If he's able to get back in the race, he's going to be multiple laps down.
Well, if he's considered overheating right now, they're obviously going to have to probably be on pit road for a good while, making some technical changes right now. But something like that's probably not going to be very easy to fix. They're going to be multiple laps down, but there's only 30 or so laps to go right now. So if they want to get back out there, they got to get out there as soon as possible.
Yeah, overheating. Definitely not something you want to hear if you're in the Chevrolet camp. Guys like James O'Maki up here battling for the lead. What's going to happen if they overheat?
Here's Roberto Crown. Here's what happened.
It just sounds like it. I was going to say, it just sounds like the car just like shut off.
Yeah, it's very weird. Like I said, something electrical. Maybe we heard something similar with Trevor Davidson.
Obviously some sort of overheating related electrical issue. Definite. Interesting that it's happened to a Toyota and a Chevrolet.
Isn't Trevor Davidson a Ford? Never mind.
No, he's a Toyota.
Either way, I don't know. It's not sensing any real pattern right now. So I wonder if it's just a factor of the racing, I guess, out there. Because I mean, if you sit behind a car too long, maybe really close, trying to do a little tandem draft, it can overheat the car. So not sure if he did anything previously in the race that caused this.
I think everyone seems to be concerned about it right now. Look at this racing. This is not as aggressive as we saw before. They're too wide at most.
Everyone looking for clean air from what I'm seeing.
And you can kind of point it out. I mean, maybe that's the reason why they've kind of shuffled into two packs. It could be whether thoughts of car issues right now or maybe just issues for drivers wanting to back out. There's Alan Mooch. About to go back down.
What's happened to him? Oh, wait, the damage. Never mind.
Dylan Jones going all over the place trying to get around Alan Mooch.
Alan Mooch going to be a roadblock here for Ethan Farley, Tanor Campos, James O'Maki there on the middle line.
Lap traffic
trying to move down.
Looks like it's going to be a factor for the rest of the day.
Seems like it.
Holmes with a big lead. What's Dylan Jones going to do when he gets there?
We're going to find out because the stage is going to be ending here. As I say, stage is going to be ending really soon, so this is a time Dylan Jones must pass Jared Holmes to get his lap back.
Oh, remember, there's no stage caution, so we still have plenty of time after this.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
No, there are stage cautions.
Since when?
For plate races.
Oh, that's right, yeah. I forgot that was a rule.
Well, still, either way, Dylan Jones must get by Jared Holmes, and now.
Still got 2 laps to do it. He's going to be right there on his bumper. He's got Marco Suarez behind him. We'll see if he follows him, if he does want to try and make a move.
Marco does not.
There's Marco.
Marco makes the move himself.
That's just going to screw Dylan and I guess his hopes of getting his lap back.
Thankfully, Dylan isn't racing for too much here. Practically already locked into the playoffs.
Tyler King to the bottom.
Oh, boy. Push from Sydney.
1 to go here at the line.
1 to go in stage 2. Holmes to the bottom.
No help from Marco Suarez up top. Yeah, now there's a big gap between the 28 and the 70 right now. I'm sure Tyler's going to have to try to plan as he's going to go to the inside. Trevor! Again!
Trevor Davidson up in smoke this time.
Wow.
They're going to race it back. There's a caution anyway.
Trevor Davidson definitely an overheating issue. That's something that the Toyota camp's going to want to look out for, if that is a Toyota.
Tyler King clear of Jared Holmes, and he's going to pick up another stage win. Tyler King wins stage 2.
Very important stage points for many drivers. Good run for Sidney Allen, finishing runner-up in that stage after staying out at that last caution.
Roberto Crown Jr. back out on track.
Him having the same issue as Davidson, definitely got to be concerned. No concern for Tyler King right now. Tyler King already locked into the playoffs.
Yeah,
definitely a good momentum.
Just looking here to try to capitalize on last week's late race pass, trying to just steal a win, just running to collect as many playoff points as he can.
Tyler
Pit
King,
road
Sidney
open.
Allen, Jared Holmes, Nate Wines, Carter Jones, Marco Suarez, Caden Bishop, Anthony Sasso, Ethan O'Connor, and James Omaki, the top 10. The only driver in that battle, in either battle that needs those points that got him, was that 62.
Yeah, he also got stage points in stage 1 right now, so definitely important. As Sydney is staying out again?
I can't wrap my mind around that one.
I don't get that one really at all.
Tyler King carrying a lot of speed into pit road here.
See what Tyler does here. Looks like it's going to be a fuel-only stop for the 28.
A lot of cars, I think, would opt for fuel only here.
Yeah, a lot, like I mentioned
Contact.
earlier.
Oh, Benjamin Deloney, Jared Holmes.
Oh, man. That's a shame.
Jared Holmes backwards.
What on earth?
Dude, what on earth?
Trying to get righted. Tyler King easily wins the race off pit road. No issues.
Nate Wines, Carter Jones, Marco Suarez, Caden Bishop. Oh my goodness, Kylie and Sasso almost got together. Oh, Kyler Scott. A little bit of contact.
Oh
my goodness.
Again.
My God.
More contact. Second time on pit road, he's made contact with another car.
Wow.
Tyler King wins stage 2.
Oh, God. Oh, this is some hot Tuscan chicken pasta. I need something to drink. Oh, my God. Look at this. Pazzo. It's backwards because it's an inner camera. We have terrible funding for this commercial. That's besides the point. Oh, I don't know how this got here. But, man, giant peach. You know what? I think that's pretty good. I think I just want to... Yeah! Boy howdy, and welcome to the NDSU experience. Yeah, buzzing! Whoa! North Dakota State University is a student-focused land-grant research university. In other words, we want your money.
I'm so deep into student loan debt, it's not even funny.
Obtain a quality education studying the arts, business, humanities, even engineering if you're looking for a really, really bad time. Do I just switch my major for the 5th time or just accept sadness and depression at this point?
I find way too much entertainment in watching dumpster diving squirrels. When I was a dumb little child, I always watched the Weather Channel, and now I hate the weather because of this.
Can the leaves stop blowing in our faces?
I say my favorite part of NDSU is the football game.
Let's go! Let's go! Did you know NDSU has Mario Kart 64? I sure didn't, did you?
It sucks.
How do you turn? How do you turn? What the? Indulge in your favorite treats at one of our pristine dining centers.
Oh yeah, this is the stuff. As a health education major, I can tell you're diabetic.
It's not delivery, it's not DiGiorno, it's the NDSU experience. Apply today. Oh dear God! Oh! Oh my God! Oh! Oh no! Oh! Damn it! I think I got gastrointestinal disease from that ice cream.
You're watching the NASCAR Immune Network.
More incidents on pit road. Pit road here
Oh,
turned out to
jeez.
be quite treacherous. We saw Holmes and Benjamin Deloney That was not the only one.
We saw about 4 on about a half a pit road that we saw before. How many more could there possibly be?
Ooh.
There's Holmes
see.
and Deloney right there. Holmes back into
Holmes swung
traffic.
in
I
reverse.
think he might have caught the 07.
For there's one thing Jared Holmes is good at, it's throwing it back.
Watch the 09 right here. Ooh, split a gap,
Whoa.
don't you?
Yeah.
There's Scott
Yeah, then
and Jaden Bregler. That was an
Yeah,
incident.
this is just so
There's more
interesting.
contact.
Pit road is just seeming like it's been the deciding factor of positions today.
Here's the Holmes Deloney contact.
See, yeah, fuel only stop pretty much just like it is for everybody. Pulls out and just Deloney's already on his way in.
Almost makes you wonder if we need an Whoa!
Oh my god.
Look at how much damage Patrick Roden has. Where'd he get that from?
That's the rear
Maybe a
ended
stack
somebody.
up. Must have been a stack up, and then right there, Brandon Allen. And then right there again, Kyler Scott and JD Bregler are going to get together.
Ryan Leon heavy damage.
And Jared Holmes just had like a front row seat of everything.
Kylee Greider, I want to see her shoot this gap.
Whoa!
Oh!
That is close.
He just heard 3-minute orgasm. Jiminy.
Here's points as they run. Dylan Jones and Carter Jones at this point are way safe at the cut line. Carter Jones, I think, at this point can sort of relax a little bit. He's been doing exactly what he needs to do, scoring those stage points, and now it's going to be pretty tough to knock him out.
I still just can't wrap my head around what Sidney Allen is attempting to do. He stayed out the last 2 cautions, and his fuel window's got to be up soon, I imagine.
Yeah, he's at the end of his fuel line. Let's see what he does here.
Roberto Crown 10 points out. He's still got a chance. He needs help, but he's got a chance.
He's several laps down. I'm not sure he has much of a chance.
You never know. There's still it's going to be 30 laps to go this time, and we still have yet to have a big crash yet. So you never know.
We yet to see the big one. I think we're going to see it sooner rather than later.
Green flag.
Whoa!
Sidney, a solid jump over Dylan right beside him. Tyler trying to decide which lane to go in. Sidney's going to jump to the bottom right now. Not much help up top right now with the 28 and the 38.
I believe that was Benjamin Deloney there on the inside. Started way back. Started going really early.
It's like it didn't really...
He tried to Kyle Busch the restart.
Yeah, it didn't really work, though. Double file through
Not
most of the field.
Yeah. Who is that all the way back there?
I believe that's Roden, the 8 car.
Not much help on the bottom right now. Sidney looks like he is. Oh, I thought he was indicating he was coming to pit. Never mind. Yeah, he is. My gosh, that was not good.
That was...
What's his plan here? He's going to put himself a lap down.
Officials are going to have to look at that one. He came up the track, blocked Dylan Jones, and brake checked him.
Whoa, look at the stack up here.
Roberto Crown absolutely despondent on the radio. He's trying to keep it in, but 10 points below the cut line and with no way to gain spots, it's not looking good for the 21 team right now. They need a miracle to get back in.
Field split up now.
Very.
Carter Jones has just done everything right today. He set the tempo early. He made it clear that you're gonna have to take it from him, and he has just quite consistently run top 5 all day long. A really impressive race by Carter Jones.
Definitely a long winless streak by him. We'll see if he can maybe break it today. Talladega is the place of miracles.
Winner of 4 races last season. including 2 playoff races. So Carter Jones definitely knows how to handle pressure. Without Caden Bishop's going to go to the inside for 3rd.
Yeah, the top 2 got away after that pit stop by Sidney Allen. And now that they're not, synced up or linked up right now, they've lost all that time. And that's going to happen either way. As Nate Wines is going to try to go for the lead here. Caden Bishop right behind. Where does he go? He's going to stay
Not
up
with his
top.
teammate.
Interesting.
Leaves his teammate out to dry.
I don't know. It's an interesting position for Caden Bishop because, that's his teammate right now. But that 28 is going to be his teammate next year, so.
We'll look him to go 3 wide.
You didn't really know what he wanted to do.
It really did not work out for him. Nate Wines took the lead anyway, and now Marco Suarez is going to go for it.
Look at all this shuffling. Ooh, Alan Mooch almost caused something with Gary Russell back there.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
28 and 29 almost. The 28 and the 29 almost doored each other right there.
Almost made it 4 wide. Caden Bishop wisely backed out of that situation.
Dylan
There's
Jones
Dylan
right
Jones'
now would
lap
have his lap
back.
back.
And
Yeah,
Anthony
needs a yellow.
Sasso is back up here.
I was going to say, Dylan Jones needs a caution, like, right now.
Okay, Anthony Sasso back up to the front.
Still a great run for that 06 car.
Oh, it looks like JD went sideways there for a moment.
There's that lap car, Roberto trying to get one of his laps back, but I don't really see how that's going to do much help, even with just with 1 lap.
He's 4
Looks
laps
like he's gonna
down
do it
right
here.
now. Yeah, he's not going to get
Yeah.
back in the race for the win.
A lot of cars there on the inside. JD Bregler, Jared Holmes, Evan Taddy. That's Gary Russell, Kylee Greider, James Omaki, and Paul Donlan.
There goes Jared to the inside of JD, trying to take the lead away. He's going to get to the inside of the 5 car. They're going to stay 3 wide for 2nd place, but Sasso, a good run up top. JD's going to go up to block that run.
Maybe try to get some momentum off the high line, make something happen here going into 1 and 2. Bottom line has just been so dominant today.
Jared is going to get clear, as will Evan Taddy. Now Gary Russell tries to get clear. Holmes to block.
Oh, there's a lap car
Greider
up
to the
ahead.
bottom.
Yeah, I was just about to point that out. Yeah, I was just about to point that out. There is a lap car coming up. I'll be curious to see how that affects this right now. They're
Sidney Allen.
3 wide basically every row at once again, but Jared trying to hold it. Here goes Evan Taddy to the outside. No help up there. Good run. He had that little bit of a side draft there.
Evan Taddy around the outside. Is he going to get the lap led? No.
I don't think he did. Just
No,
short.
I don't believe so.
Oh, they like
100th of a
tied.
second. Now here's Omaki.
Sidney Allen up ahead. What's he going to do with this lead pack? He's got to go somewhere.
Looks like he's indicating he's going to stay up top right now. So everybody up top right now is probably in the worst spot at the moment.
Seeing people try to scramble down to get a lower line. Evan Taddy going all the way down the track, trying to block the lead. Got a massive run going into 3 and 4. Wow.
Let's see what Sydney decides to do. Evan's going to shoot to the bottom here, so it looks like Sydney's going to stay in the ball. Sydney's
he's going to block
blocking.
Evan.
Wow. Wow. Now Evan to the bottom.
Where's Sydney going? Sydney's going to get forced somewhere eventually.
Some drivers are going to want some words with Sid after this race. This is
Sydney goes middle. He's going to block the middle lane.
Interesting behavior.
Yeah, Sydney, I don't think has made any friends today. Based off some of the decisions made.
Now he goes high. Where is he going? Evan Taddy might want to look bottom. Paul Donlan's there. I don't think he's going to be there in time to get the block. He's going to try it. Oh, he's got there.
That was very close on that block.
Very, might I say, reckless, being driving 200 miles an hour almost.
That could have been our big one right there.
Well, we're nearing 20 laps to go right now, so it's crunch time right now. A lot of these drivers need to get these positions as quick as possible. They're starting to run out of time, so they're going to have to get to the front. Tanor Campos move underneath Benjamin Deloney will take 3rd place.
I say 200, but looking at the ticker, it's more like 155.
Here's Donlan for the lead.
I'm I'm a little shocked that Donlan and Evan Taddy were able to tandem away from the pack a little bit there, actually. It was a little interesting, but Paul Donlan probably wisely thought that he didn't want to overheat either. He wisely pulled out underneath Evan Taddy, and now he's going to take the lead here. Not going to be quite clear. Evan's going to keep using that high lane, and it looks like he's got the momentum.
Evan Taddy looks like he's actually able to work that top lane. Paul Donlan on the bottom. 4 straight
Three
top
wides,
10s.
made
That's the active record.
Oh my gosh, they almost went 4 wide a couple times there. It looked like cars almost got into the wall there for a second.
James O'Maki trying to get the draft off Evan Taddy. Here comes Paul Donlan and Kylee Greider. Ethan O'Connor to the bottom.
And Taddy re-clears for the lead from the top. Wow.
I will point out there is another lap car right there in the distance. Another could affect this once again.
Evan Taddy definitely being aggressive with these blocks. You know, a good defense is a great offense, so we'll see how it goes here.
Roden.
Oh my gosh, he is very slow.
Oh, scramble.
Oh,
They're going to scramble.
He's going to block the bottom.
He's blocking the bottom.
And here comes O'Connor with a run on the outside.
Nothing these guys on the bottom could do right now. Roden just terribly off pace right now.
Roden goes up to the middle trying to minimize the damage that he's done, but it's already too little too late for that.
And O'Connor takes the lead.
And that spreads the pack apart a little bit here. Be interesting to see how much as the pack, I will say, has split up quite a bit now right now.
Ethan O'Connor, such an interesting story for him so far this season. What is this, the 3rd team he's been on?
Him winning would be a nightmare for both Roden and Peters. He would supersede both of them for that wild card spot.
It'd be a crazy story for Ethan O'Connor.
Yeah, but he's got a lot of hungry race car drivers wanting to win this race right behind him. It's a very single file right now, right behind. So they're going to have to try to get back into a little bit. They're trying to get into a little bit of a pack here, but plenty of drivers. Benjamin Deloney's going to take second away, but Taddy with help from Paul Donlan right now on the bottom. Greider's going to be shuffled out on top.
Definitely. He's got about another 19 laps or so to get there. We'll see if he can hold them off. Roberto Crown Jr. back up here in this lead pack.
A lot of dodges up here. That could come into play.
Absolutely. We'll see how manufacturer alliances work out.
Deloney to the bottom.
Deloney makes his move.
Now the pack is starting to form up just a little bit here once again. Donlan now is going to peek to the inside. He's got Tyler King right behind him, as well as Roberto Crown Jr. still quite a couple laps down.
This is not what the points look like right now, but if O'Connor were to win, this is what they would look like.
Like I said that a couple times today, that changes everything as well.
Every lap, it's a different scenario.
Donlan.
Oh, wow, almost 4 wide.
Oh, they're going to go 3 wide,
Donlan
though.
Gets shuffled all the way out.
Paul Donlan's going to get hung out to dry here. Who's going to lead the lap?
I think Paul led it.
I think Paul got it, too.
Yeah.
Now O'Maki takes the lead, pushing 21 a Crown.
James O'Maki needs a Hail Mary here to make the playoffs.
Nobody outside right now. Looks like Paul Donlan, Benjamin Deloney, I believe it was Marco Suarez for a second there. Another lap car coming up as well.
It's Justin Newman.
That does seem like Justin Newman. Tyler King back up to James O'Maki's bumper.
Where is Justin Newman going to go? He's pretty slow right now as well. Roberto to the bottom. Oh my goodness, Justin Newman. Look like he tried to block that for a second there. He's going to stay
go
on
to
the bottom.
Block Tyler. James O'Maki's going to hold on to the lead.
Wildly off pace again. That just really separates the pack once again. The top two, well, not top two, Roberto Crown getting one of his laps back right now. James O'Maki has a little bit of a gap right now over Ethan O'Connor, but it's pretty spread out within about the top 5.
I think, honestly, James O'Maki's pretty content with leaving Roberto Crown Jr. out ahead of him.
4-car pack is catching up to led by Ethan O'Connor. All of the guys behind James O'Maki. And the
here goes O'Connor. O'Connor and Greider to the inside of Omaki and Taddy right now. Roberto
just trying to
leading
make
this
a move.
pack.
Toddy, James O'Maki's going to be future teammate next season, pushing him. Doesn't seem like they can get anywhere on that high side. Evan Taddy goes down.
Yeah, no momentum made up top right now. Everybody willing to stick single file. Never mind. Here comes Ethan O'Connor to the inside of Roberto Crown. Now Kylee to the inside.
Here comes the rest of the pack as well. They've all made up ground from this battle. Tyler King looking to the inside of Omaki.
09 on the 88.
Coming up to 14 to go here at the line.
Greider, it looked like, thought of making it 3 wide there for a second, but didn't have enough time to get to the inside of Ethan O'Connor. Paul Donlan looks like he wants to go 3 wide as well as peeking just to the outside of Roberto.
This is what the points look like. Donlan in that top 10 right now. Roberto. That miracle. The longer he has to wait for that miracle, the less and less hope he's going to have.
What Roberto needs right now is for everybody in this lead pack to wreck. That's it. That's about the only chance he's got.
Yeah, I don't know about those chances right now. He's gonna just want wreck in general right now. Whether it's this pack or even the second pack, I don't even know where they are now.
Yeah,
about
Evan
10
Taddy.
seconds off the lead. Toddy to the bottom.
Yeah.
If anybody in this lead pack is going to cause that caution, it's going to be Evan Taddy. Already been really just struck a nerve with his current team. Just we'll see if he loses his
3
temperament.
wide. Another lap car as well coming up.
Seth Peters spent much of the season thinking he was a lock for the playoffs, but now finds himself on the outside looking in with 1 race to go and 17 points to make up on Patrick Roden. Seth Peters told me, "I honestly see today as a must win." The 78 will look to be there at the end of this race.
Seth Peters definitely not happy. You look at that bubble battle right now. He's only 6 points out. He needs some help, but it's not out of the question.
I know, but look at that racing back there. Logan Speed, the lap car, just slowed up everybody, bunched the pack a lot. Almost went 4 wide at a couple moments, but that allowed Evan Taddy to pull away to over half a second of a lead. They're gonna get really close really quickly.
Led by a very fast car, Kylee Greider.
2-1 pole.
And now Marco Suarez is going to go for it.
JD Bregler is going to follow as well as Caden Bishop right behind. They've caught up to Evan Taddy. They're right on his bumper. Nobody outside, but JD jumps to the outside of Kylee, but it's like, I'm going to go 3 wide in the middle.
That was a big move by JD. The
Good
2
heads
wide
up
actually
play
made
by
it
Kylee
easy for
Greider.
Evan Taddy to block.
Good heads up play by Kylee Greider, moving up high, seeing JD come up, not enough room for him.
And now Caden Bishop to the bottom for the lead.
Bishop, a driver who hasn't been leading really at all today right now. 3 wins this season. Really dominant driver, but not really showing much this race. Kind of feels like they've been a little off slightly as of late right now, but leading some laps right now, definitely going to be key heading into the playoffs.
You think Caden Bishop's in his element here? You know, he is the Daytona 500 champion.
I'm sure that probably helps, especially when we come back to another super speedway like this.
It seems like every time we go to a super speedway, at some point you see the 1 car up front.
Well, you know what? It's 10 to go, so we'll see if he can stay up front.
He's built up a gap to Deloney.
King to the inside of Deloney for 2nd place right now. Another lap car coming up in the distance. It's the 5 with the 28 and it looks like it's the 89 with the 60.
Oh, it's Patrick Roden again.
Oh man, he's really slow again.
This could decide the race. He stays high.
Yeah,
Everyone's shuffling to get around and everybody's bunched up back there.
Caden Bishop fans, is Alan Mooch slow on the bottom?
I don't know what happened there.
Mooch is finally giving up the ghost, and he's gonna pull it into the garage.
Here goes Evan to the inside of JD for 2nd place. Anthony Sasso to the inside of Gary Russell.
now out. Scott is in.
Pack is very much separated now up to this point after Patrick Roden has really strung the field out right now. So it looks like only about 7 to 8 cars in this lead pack.
Really, this bubble battle, I mean, looking at it, the only thing that really matters right now is Roberto Crown and Carter Jones. Everybody else here has a win.
And it doesn't look like we're going to get a new winner who could impact the standings unless Ethan O'Connor can get back up there.
Sasso pushing Caden Bishop right now in second. Now he peeks to the inside, going for the lead here with JD right behind.
Looking for the lead.
But Bishop drags him on the outside by himself.
Wow. That was impressive. Good, smart racing move there as well.
A lot of power in that one car.
Seth Peters, Patrick Roden continue to tighten, now only 6 points apart.
So the big one, still in question here if it could happen or not. All it takes is one bad move.
It is interesting, but honestly, with the way these guys have been strung out a lot, I really don't see it happening right now.
Caden Bishop looks to the middle line. We'll see if he can power through again.
Looks like he's going to hold strong on the outside of Anthony Sasso again. Now he's got JD closest to him, and it looks like he is going to hold strong. Really impressive again by that one car.
Really impressive engine he's got under that hood.
Caden Bishop pretty much won the Daytona 500 by exploiting the outside, and it looks like he's doing it again.
Caden Bishop leading the race. He's no longer able to win a regular season title, but he can still jump Tanor Campos for second with a good run. Right now with the race lead, he's doing exactly that.
That's another battle we really haven't been paying attention to, but because it doesn't change who makes it and who doesn't. But Caden Bishop right now would be up 5 points on Tanor Campos for second in points. And that would give him 2 more bonus points on top of the 5 that he would get for winning the race.
Yeah, points mean everything here. So I could see that being a factor.
Ethan O'Connor running solid in second right now. They're 3 wide again behind. Nate Wines trying to make his way back up to the front. Trying to be... he looks like he has barely an edge over Evan Taddy on the inside right now. Gary Russell right behind him.
This is going to be interesting now because the one car now clearly has established itself as the best car on the racetrack. So, who can pass him?
Well, there's 5 to go. Caution would end it, no?
It would end it.
So I think it's just going to have to take a lot of cars teaming up, trying to get by this one car at least. That's the only way I could think, because if we've seen him be able to outduel Sasso like that really easily, it's going to have to take quite a couple cars in line together to do anything to pass that one car.
Definitely going to take either that or just the right nudge at the right time to get him squirrely and make him fall back.
O'Connor's going to take a shot.
See if that's going to get anywhere. He's got push from Evan Taddy right now, but no help up top for the one car, but he's got slight nose ahead right now, but it looks like the momentum's holding on the inside. Ethan O'Connor with help from Evan Taddy and Roberto Crown.
Ethan O'Connor's going not quite. He's going to get shuffled up to the middle.
3 wide for the lead. And Toddy on the bottom.
Oh, Caden Bishop, no help up top, but Toddy's going to clear for the lead.
Got 2 lap cars behind Evan Taddy.
And then behind him, Tyler King, Paul Donlan.
3 laps to go this time for Toddy. He's just going to have to just keep blocking every single lane possible right now.
Tyler King is through. Only Evan Taddy in front of him.
You know, when I think of a 3-driver battle so far this season, 3 names that always pop up that are always next to each other: Evan Taddy, Tyler King, and Paul Donlan.
Here he goes to the inside, trying to look to the inside of Evan Taddy, but not going to have enough room. He's got no momentum. Single
Almost
file on the
four
bottom
wide
between those
behind
three.
him.
Oh my gosh.
Oh boy,
It's
that would
getting
have
to
been
the,
close.
down to the nitty gritty.
Coming
Coming
to
to
2
two
laps
to go at the line here. Coming through the tri-oval. Evan Toddy still clear.
Donlan for
There goes
second.
Donlan.
Donald looks to the inside.
No help up top of the 28 right now. Not much connection, but here comes Nate Wines. He's going to give a big push to Paul Donlan right now.
Now they're all going to migrate to the top. That gives the 28 some help. What does Donlan do?
Donald looks like he's going to try and bide his time here. Wait for the last lap to make a move. Honestly, that'd probably be the smart decision here.
He's going to go for it now.
Oh, there he
He's
goes.
going for it. Nate Wines coming down with him. Oh, Roberto Crown Jr. looks like he's pulling to the pits.
Evan Taddy has no help. White flag in the air. One more time around. Side by side for the lead.
Who's going to hold on? Paul Donlan now with the lead. He's just going to have to keep blocking now. He's got Nate Wines, JD Bregler right behind. They're going to just stay behind him right now as they go down the back straightaway one last time.
Nate Wines makes a move. Is he going to be able to stay with him?
Oh, he doesn't have any help. He's got a block.
Here comes his teammate, Caden Bishop.
He blocks.
Caden Bishop to the bottom. Paul Donlan blocks.
Through 3 and 4. Donlan to the bottom.
Who's going to get the block? Who's going to get the run coming through the tri-oval?
Caden Bishop. Not going
Bishop to the inside.
Donlan down the track to cover. Paul Donlan back to back at Tallladega.
Wow. Good win. 2
Big
in a row.
win.
Really impressive.
Great momentum.
Two wins in a row for Paul Donlan. Wow. Right before the playoffs start, too.
Yeah,
Now
that's great momentum.
That is exactly the momentum that he would love to see right now.
See a lot of stragglers coming into the finish line.
Caden Bishop so close to tying Justin Ricci with 4 wins. Here's Donlan.
Gonna celebrate this one as well, just like he did last week right now. Great win once again here. Had to hold off a lot of hungry drivers right behind, but good way to win a race.
Something I noticed. I believe it was Richmond Dirt right before these last 2 races. He had a massive wreck.
Oh!
Oh,
And he
speaking of massive wreck.
And he just did again. Oh. Clearly he doesn't care about this race car.
Not sure if he can get it to start spinning. We'll see if he can do it here. Coming back up on the track.
Runs into the wall again.
Ripping the paint off of it. Might come and
Trying
grab the
to-
flag here.
Trying to deliver a show to the fans on the front straightaway here.
And the overshot.
Okay.
Wow, really great racing.
There he goes.
There he goes.
Yeah,
This
great
is a
racing.
rookie doing what Paul Donlan
Yeah.
is doing. 5 straight
Yeah, this-
top 10s, 2 straight wins, and going from someone who we thought, who we basically almost had written off, to now a potential title favorite.
Yeah, like we said, tons of momentum bringing it forward. 2 wins, definitely. They're on the right, on track right now. They're definitely showing like they can be title contenders right now for sure, but anything could happen. Overall, great racing today once again here. Dodged that big wreck once again, but overall it was great for Paul Donlan.
Paul Donlan's going to pull it into pit road here. Might want to get that car repaired for the championship race. We'll come back to introduce you to your Season 2 playoff field. Before we do that, though, let's take a look at your race results here real quick. Paul Donlan with the win. All the drivers in blue are playoff drivers.
Yeah, plenty of different names up top. Got Nate Wines, great run today. Kylee, JD, former champion. Anthony Sasso, great run today as well. Ethan Farley, top 10. Lindsey Dietz, a solid run as well. Gary Russell, too.
Seth Peters, unfortunately, could not do enough. Roberto Crown, tragically taken out of the running. Trevor Davidson just gets in. Zach Stern barely survives for the owners playoffs. We'll be back right after this for the Season 2 playoff parade.
The cure has been found. Cater Johns sings the classics 5. You may know Cater Johns as a man who needs water, not toilet paper. But little did you know, he can cure COVID-19 with his singing. Oh yeah, baby.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to meet the playoff field?
Yeah. I think it is.
Here we go. The 16th seed, number 8, Patrick Roden.
Yeah.
Woo.
The 15th seed, number 45, Trevor Davidson.
Yeah.
Definitely been a contender all season long.
The 14th seed, number 07, Brandon Allen.
Woo! Definitely a quiet name to make it into these playoffs.
The 13th seed, number 09, Kylee Greider.
Yeah.
Woo NASCAR.
The 12th seed, number 62, Carter Jones.
Woo.
The 11th seed, the defending champion, number 5, J.D. Bregler. The 10th seed, number 04, Giancarlo Urenda.
Yeah.
Yeah. Big G.
The 9th seed, the winner of the last 2 races, number 32, Paul Donlan.
Woo.
Definitely could be a championship favorite at this point.
The 8th seed, Number 48, Dylan Jones.
One of the two Fireball Motorsports cars to make the playoffs to see if they can make a good run here.
The 7th seed, number 28, Tyler King.
Yeah!
One of the best winless drivers this season. We'll see if he can continue his momentum.
The 6th seed, 3-time winner this season, number 11, Kyler Scott.
Woo! Definitely has ups and downs. We'll see if he can have his ups here in the playoffs.
The 5th seed, 2 wins this season, number 89, Evan Taddy.
Yeah!
The 4th seed, number 15, Caleb Marinelli.
Yay!
The 3rd seed, the driver of the 00, Tanor Campos.
Yoo-hoo! Woohoo! Yee-hee, ha ha ho ho!
The 2nd seed, 3 wins this season, number 1, Caden Bishop.
Woohoo! He smells.
And your number 1 seed, 4 wins this season, the regular season champion. Give it up for number 12, Justin Ricci.
Yeah!
And there is your playoff field for season 2. We're gonna take a look at the seeding here real quick. There it is, Justin Ricci, 35 points up on the cut line going into this first race here at Bristol. But not a lot of safety with this group of tracks. Bristol, Circuit of the Americas, and Denver Motorsports Park. Bristol and Denver Motorsports Park will be on the NASCAR Media Network, and Circuit of the Americas will be on the Ferrero Zach channel. Post-race coverage will continue in the M1CS Garage. Thank you all. We'll see you next time.